It's the Reno girls, and we are coming to you live tonight.
Hey guys.
So today, or this evening, or I guess it could be this morning. It does. It might not matter. Like we all in different parts of the world. So it's
Right.
evening where we are, and we want to talk about we want to kind of coin these lives. It's Sunday, so we want to coin them as like our Inspirational Sunday, and it's really just to not even just to give you the boost, but also to kick off your week, right?
Exactly. Yes, because everybody knows you don't have no Monday blues and all of that.
Oh my gosh, no. Yeah. Or at least we want to try to minimize that
Right.
as much as we can. So, we want to talk about overcoming your fear to reach your goals. So, overcoming your fears to goal set, overcoming anxiety, and just we want to shatter through fear, right?
Right. Yes, because I mean, it's 2022, guys. Honestly, what are you going to do?
Right.
Like, it's like time to get up, get everything that you want to do done, or at least start planning for it. That's the thing about like goal setting, because if you kind of write things down and put things on paper, it kind of makes it like less fearful, right? Because everything doesn't just seem so daunting.
Right.
Everything just doesn't seem so out of the way if you kind of just like make a plan, and it doesn't have to be the perfect plan. You just write stuff down so that you can, have a guide about like what you're going to do, so you're not like so afraid. And don't procrastinate, because honey, I am a procrastinator. You hear me? And I try so hard not to be, but I know that that's one thing about me that I need to work on. And so when you kind of like goal set and write things down, you start uncovering things that you need to work on. And for me, it is sometimes procrastination, or sometimes it's like I am afraid of stuff. Like even some of the goals we have, I'll be like, "Ooh, that's a big goal. Are we gonna make it?" Like, I mean, and then,
Right.
but I have to like put that out of my mind, because you got like, do goals that are attainable, and then do your stretch goals too, because you want to like see everything.
Right. And I think it's important. I think I like a couple of things that you said that are really key. Like one is, and I know we probably said this 1,000 times on some videos, but writing it down. I feel like that is so key, because it's like it just makes it real, and it's just
Right.
visible for you to look at every day, whether that's in a notebook or a sticky note. I know that there are some like little things that you could do with the sticky notes, and like have them like in different places of your room or in your office or in the
Yeah.
mirror. But just I think that is like one key thing for sure, is writing it down.
Right. Or you can do like vision boards. Like I have like 3 vision boards that, and like my vision boards go back to like 2016, but I haven't taken them down because I haven't achieved like every goal on that vision board that I wanted to do. Like, but when I do achieve it, I'll circle it, or I'll put an X over it, or I'll put a check on it that says, okay, I did that, or okay, I did that, or okay, I did that. It just depends on like, are you a visual person? Do you need to, see it on the wall? Because that helps me a lot. Like I'm more like my vision board is like more words versus like pictures. And I think, Monica, when you did yours, it was like more pictures
Yeah.
than words. So,
Yeah.
do what you feel is right for you, whether you, like Monica said, whether you write it down in a journal, you write it on a sticky note. I mean, whatever works is, it's kind of like what you need to do to get your flow.
Exactly right. And it's so funny because the pictures have helped me so much. Like I have the picture, and then so I have vision boards also, and I also have a picture. So like I have it like a digital vision board too. So I have a picture on my desktop of the same, I have a vision board on my desktop of the same pictures that I have like on a poster board. And
Oh,
and also what I do in my notebook is I actually don't take that picture and put it in my notebook, but I kind of doodle around, because like I do something to kind of like mark whatever that thing is, right? So for instance, so let's just say that I'm looking at wanting to get like a business card, like this year, right? So like I'll have like my own little doodle of like a card, and then I put my note right there next to it, like,
yeah.
oh, want to get a business card, looking at, September 2022 or whatever the goal is, right? And then that helps me, because it's like I have it like when I look at my poster board, and I have it when I look at my desktop, and then I have it when I'm opening my notebook. I'm like, oh, okay, yes, these are some of the goals, and then here are the dates of of when I want to achieve it. It really helps me.
Right. And then it should also be like Monica just said, date it. Like, what do you want to accomplish tomorrow? Like, write your to-do list down. Like your to-do list is still like a goal list, right? It's something that you want to accomplish that day. So like write your to-do list down, because sometimes I feel like if I don't write my to-do list down, I'd be like, okay, what I'm supposed to be working on today? Because
Right.
I know I got stuff that I'm supposed to be doing, but what was it? Because Monica asked me to do something like 2 weeks ago. I just did it Saturday because I ain't write it down. Like, and she's like mentioned it like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Still hadn't done it, because guess what? Because I didn't write it down. And so
Yeah.
every day when I was working, I skipped that because it wasn't on my to-do list.
Yes.
Like I'm
Oh
doing
gosh.
everything else besides what she asked me to do like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, so when she asked me Saturday, I was like, you know what? I'm about to do this right now, because if I wait and say, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, I'm not, it's going to be like another 2 weeks, and then she was going to be mad at me because like I still haven't done it. So like write down your daily to-dos, because again, that helps you overcome the fear of accomplishing your goals, and setting those goals. Just, we talk to so many people, like so many clients that are just like, oh, I'm scared, I'm afraid to do this, I'm afraid to do that. And we get that. We understand that we've been there before. And not that we don't still get scared. We do, but we do it anyway.
Right.
Because like it's never gonna happen if you don't just do it. It's 2022. What are you gonna do? Do it. Start.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
start. Take
Art.
that first step.
Yes, yeah, it's so true. And another thing that I like that you said earlier is the little things. I think we overlook that. I think especially as entrepreneurs or business owners or hustlers, however you want to coin that. I think
Yeah.
we overlook like the little wins, but we need to recognize that. That's good. Like if you
Yes.
save $50 and this week, and you usually just save 20, or maybe you usually save zero, because of whatever circumstances or what have you, then recognize that, oh, I saved $50 this week, so I could do that next week, and then by the end of the month I can have this amount, so it is attainable that I can get this at the end of the year. So I mean, that's
Absolutely.
just, see how we just ran through that like in 3 seconds.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
recognize those little things, and then like you'll build upon that. Like Dondella was saying earlier, it's like it's almost like I get like that too. It's like you get a little bit scared to put the big goal, because you're like, oh, I don't know, are we going to get there? But what helps us is recognizing those little wins, because like that gives me momentum. I'm like, okay, I did that. Okay, I did that. Okay, oh, we did that. Like she was just saying, I did that on my to-do. That's a little win, but I mean, she did it. She's like, I got to do this right now, and she did it right. So that like gave her some wind, to be like, okay, well, let me get this to-do list going or whatever, and see what I need to do next.
Exactly. And Monica, oh my God, you are so absolutely right. Like, people are always looking for like, oh, the big win, like, oh, I did this, it was so huge. But it's like, appreciate the small steps, because in order to get to the big step, you have to take the small steps, appreciate those, pat yourself on the back for like the little things and the little goals that you've already accomplished, because everything is about like being grateful for every step that you take.
Yes.
Gratefulness like will take you so far. And I know we're talking about overcoming fear and goal setting, but just a touch on the fact of like being grateful for the little things, for like the little goals that you've accomplished, so that when you do get that big win, you're like, yes, oh my God, this is where I'm trying to go. This is what I want to do. This is where I'm trying to be. Just be grateful for every step of the process. And we know y'all get tired of hearing people say, oh, embrace the process, embrace the process. But God, it is so true. Like, you have to embrace every step of the process, the ups, downs, the good, bad, everything, because in this game and being an entrepreneur and being in business, it's not easy. And sometimes I'll be like, oh my God. It's like you get tired, because it's like a lot. It's so much. And, and you just have to like keep going, because at the end of the day, you know what you're trying to do and what you want to accomplish. So like, always appreciate those small wins and those small steps.
Man, I totally agree with Dondella is saying, because it's so huge. And it would like, and like she was saying, it's like, sometimes you're just like, oh, like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do, but when you can revert back to seeing what you wrote down and just appreciating the small steps, like, it can keep you going towards your goal, and then just, and shattering that goal. You'll be surprised. Like, once you start doing that consistently, you'll shock yourself and be like, well, hey, I can make even bigger goals. Okay, this was nothing.
Absolutely. You'll look up and in like 6 months, you've checked off like 5 of the 10 things that you wrote down. And you don't even realize it until you look back to say, oh my God, I did that. I really did. So yeah.
That's why, so this is kind of jumping ahead, but all talking about planning and goal setting. That's why like your annual review is so important. Like, even as a solopreneur, it's still important, because like Dondella just said, you want to look back throughout that. Maybe like all your metrics weren't achieved, but we bet you a lot of them were, so you want to make sure that you set aside that time to do that annual review, so you can look back and just, bask in the glory of all your accomplishments.
Right. Yes. And we do that every year. We have like an annual meeting, every year, to like look back at what we did for the prior year and also plan for our next year. We put down what our goals, what we want to accomplish. And we also put down like stretch goals, and like, it's the stretch goals that, like have me like, ooh, I don't know, biting your fingernails and like, but, like, I don't even look at the stretch goals, like, because I can't, because then I feel overwhelmed, so, but if you just take like the mini goals and do those, then by the time it's time for the stretch goals, you'll be like, oh, okay, that ain't nothing. I got that. We got that. We can do that. Yeah.
I love that. And one of the things that I really love that Dondella said tonight is that it is 2022. What you gonna do? You know, so let's go. Just start. And we know that you've heard or seen that 1,000 times because it's probably almost 5 out of every 7 posts, a quotation post that you'll see something about start, you know. But like she said, it's so true. Just get started, because what are you going to do? Just research for 12 months, you know? So we know research has its place, and, you know, getting information and doing your due diligence, that all has its place. But come on, you got to get out there, get in the game.
Right. And it doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
Like it's never gonna be perfect. If you're waiting on that to happen, then you might as well just, you know, hang up everything that you're doing, put all that in the trash, and just, you know, go back to work or go do whatever it else you're gonna do if you're trying to wait for something to be perfect.
Yeah, for sure. We just wanted to share a little bit of a pick-me-up, you know, so because it helps us and we're hoping it helps you. And, you know, just follow us, because, you know, we'll be doing these lives. Well, at least we're going to do them once a week, you know, and I think we're going to do you know, a second one like throughout the week. So follow our social pages. I'll put them all in the link, you know, into the chat link so you can see, because we also want to do something that we are talking about what your needs are for business and being an entrepreneur, and just, you know, how you can progress and scale your business.
Right. Let us know in the comments, guys. And we're gonna try not to be so long-winded next time, but man, let me tell you, we love talking about this stuff. And then when we get to talking, we just get to yapping and keeping going. But we're gonna let y'all go, because I promise you, me and Monica can talk about this for like a whole another 45 minutes.
Yes. But we're so glad you joined us tonight. And if you're watching the replay, you know, that's great. So definitely connect with us and let us know, you know, if you have any questions or what you want to hear from us.
Right. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Talk to